Sports, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Titan defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Off the play fake. Walsh. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first down, Weathers. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Come 19! Come 19! Here we go!
Ward. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
A short throw taken in by Conqueror. Now 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So you talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weathers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Mustang 9, Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Walsh. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Walsh. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
19 Lions. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake. Walsh. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Walsh. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run on 1st down. Weathers. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Weathers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Bates' kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A little juke. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Ward. Pass incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches him well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
To throw, here's Ward. I had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
something else.
Go!
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Dragon 60, double race, 19 life.
From the gun, here's Ward. Open man down the field. That's Eilman. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go. Ready.
To throw is Ward. McCockrell holds it in left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Short throw taken in by Conklin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing now, Ward. He'll complete this one. Conklin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Ward. That is not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Don't need it all back at once, so you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Ward. Throw to the right, caught by Conklin. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Conklin. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get a bit closer. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Walsh. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Weathers. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On third down, Clinton. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Out of the gun, Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Ready? Ready? Go!
Working out of the gun here, Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't finish.
Over the dime, looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Warriors, 70.
Ward now working out of the gun. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Dike as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. throwing to start the drive. Walsh. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Smash. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
On first down, Weathers stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
14.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. On the return is Chim Dike. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
This is caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Clifford. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On first down, Clifford. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's to the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had gotten a lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. I think the defense surprised it there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw. Moore. A short throw taken in by Conquo. Brought up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Titans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the third. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll run on first down. Clinton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
Second and 13.
And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 48 yards.
And the Panthers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second and 2.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ward to throw once more.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Ward. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds
just inside the 25-yard line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. They juked him. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clifford. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, Clifford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Walsh. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Back to throw. Walsh. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Clifford. And able to work his way down to the 16. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clifford. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's first and goal.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. Robinson's got it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Inside the 20. And into the end zone for the Tennessee touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 78 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here comes second down. Off play action. Walsh. Left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With that grabbing, I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Walsh. And he'll be touched down here the week before he does pick up the first. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
On first down, Clifford. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Off the play fake, Walsh. He'll rifle this one deep right side. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is 1st and 10.
70.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
19-18. Cowboy 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Joseph. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
Ready? Cougar 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run on first down. Joseph. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.